No one really wants to raise their hand and say, hey, we have security problems, right? Nobody
Yeah.
wants to say we're kind of under leveraged in that regard, right? The feedback that we get from the customers, it's from the partner's customer, right? It's like, oh, well, I didn't know that we had that much out in plain text on the dark web. That's concerning. Or my favorite one is, wow, I didn't know that we really aren't, from a cybersecurity standpoint, like we're not desirable. Like if we wanted to go out and get cybersecurity insurance today, we'd have a really, really tough time. And what's cool is, so you have that really hard conversation, and then we can come in and say, hey, let us help you out, right? That's what we're here for. So that makes it, I think that's what makes the tool a lot more impactful, but it also brings some great conversation along with it.
Whether you're handling sensitive PII data, right? What's really nice about it is it gives you really in-depth, detailed financial impact analysis that it does based on industry standard numbers like cost to recover, cost per downtime, things like that. So you can kind of gauge where you thought you might be in those categories versus
Yeah.
what it actually is. So it's pretty insightful.
That cost of downtime, or it's in the tool, it's called the true cost of a breach. Man, I mean, you start looking at some of
Ransomware
that stuff.
cost.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just the right. It's not just paying the ransom. It's the cost of the training, the PR, all the things, and it factors this all in and gives a real live look at, hey, this is how bad this could be. So it's a really effective tool.
It's always a good time to have a conversation around your security. And so, thinking back, recently we did one with a partner in the financial space, and they had an idea of kind of where they were at as far as their backups and DR, and what that would look like in the case of a cyber event, or just an incident of downtime, right? Of
Yeah.
what that would cost their company. And so we did this assessment to kind of take a deeper dive into that, and it turns out the ransomware cost and cost to recover, things like that, I think it was about 3 to 5x of what they actually expected. And so it was pretty shocking. And so we
Yeah.
were able to kind of hone in on that and remediate that just with some stronger backups, adding in some immutable architecture into that, and really just boost up their security posture with what they have set up with OTAVA. So things
That's
like that to
awesome.
just give a different view of their environment in 15-20 minutes. It's
Yeah.
really been second to none.
That's awesome, man. To be able to show somebody you are exposed 3 to 5x more than you actually thought you were, without having to go through it to learn that's powerful.
And what's cool about it too is that it has scoring capabilities with it, where it kind of gives you a grade on dark web presence, network security, application security, these different areas where you're like, all right, I'm an A over here, but I'm a D here, so we might want to focus
Yeah.
over here. And we can generate these reports and then send it out so you can have it, and then we can do it again in 12 months or 6 months to see how things have gotten better, to
Yeah.
track that progress.
And that dark web presence that pops up on it, man, you start seeing that you've got a lot of names, emails, passwords, usernames out there on the dark web in plain text. I mean, that's eye-opening. That's one of the pieces that people, at least for me, gravitate towards. They're like, whoa, that's just sitting out there? I'm like, yep.
Yeah, me
Anybody
too.
can go take it.